me just double check something. This is different. So CR4, so that's servicing levels 2 to 4. So you've got levels 2 to 6. So if you can count cameras, it's probably the same 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 from levels 2 to 6. So 6, that's 5 again. So another 48 port PoE switch in here. Look, I'll make this really easy and won't be lazy. I'll do it myself. So what we're doing is we're saying that we're going to run the cameras for those levels back to PoE switches on those levels. What I'll also get you to do is I'll also get you to include a door count for any of the stairwell doors, so not the offline readers, but any of the doors that will be going back to the security head end for those levels. So, security system door controllers to be shown on drawings. So, alright, so if we've got 2 doors that are online, so these are our doors running back to our security system. Now, this is servicing levels 7 to 11. So I need you to count 2 doors for those 5 levels, so there'll be 10 doors. So inside this little cupboard, we're going to have 2 4-door controllers and a 2-door controller, and that's going to service the 10 doors in the fire stairwells for levels 7 to 11. So I'm hoping that makes sense. And if I go back here, this might be the same. So there might be some other online doors in this level. Doesn't look like there is. Looks like there's still 2 online doors. So if they're the only online doors for this level, yep, looks like they are. It'd be the same thing. So you've got two online doors, levels 2 to 6. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is 5. It's another 10 doors. So it'll take 2 4-door controllers and a 2-door controller, and that's servicing those doors. That's the way that we'll start to build these. So if you see notes like that, and we're going to be running cameras back to those areas, we're going to start to, we'll pull the cables for the door controllers and everything the same way, so that we've got some uniformity in the project. So if you don't see notes like that, or if it's a bit tricky, I'm happy for it to all be in the one spot like you have done down on the lower level. I did see them. I thought I did. Yep. Wherever they are. Anyway, wherever they are, if you see notes about this kind of stuff, then yeah, let's try and make the doors on those levels as well go back to wherever it's shown. And once again, 4-door controllers to be used as a standard, not 8-door controllers. Okay, so I think there's a bit to change on this one. The CCTV looks fine there. There doesn't look to be an intercom, so I think you've got that spot on. Let's double check in here. There's nothing else that's going to jump out to me. They have made a note here about 5 megapixel cameras, so I'll just make sure that note comes across onto our scope of works, please. Okay, so they are showing intercom handsets. Let me just quickly, and remote receivers, let me just double check that it is not hidden somewhere on one of these drawings and we just missed it. Okay, so here's our, so if we can just use 4-door controllers as standard, please. And so I'll get you to go through and delete all of these and put them back in as 4-door controllers where they're relevant. And you can delete PoE switches from here. We've missed the NVR again. So we need to make sure that we're including an NVR based on the channels that we need. So we've got, this does the recording. So we need to have a recorder. And that's calculated based on the channels. So if you've got 104, 106, 111 cameras, then it'll be a 128 channel recorder, unless it's going to be done differently, or if it's done with, it might be done as 264 channels to give us some capacity for bandwidth, that kind of thing. That's probably the way that I would do it in this situation, because we've got so many 264 channel recorders. It gives us the ability to spread them out across the two recorders and just make sure that we're not pushing too much through one system. So 48 port PoE switches. We'll still need PoE switches down here to manage any of the cameras that I've shown you that don't fall into the ones we've got on the other drawings. So I'll just get you to go through and rationalise what still needs to be in here, please, based on what we haven't captured upstairs. And then so all these doors, and so pretty much what I was saying about the other doors being captured on the other drawings. So if we're capturing the 10 doors on the other drawings, so 20 doors from upstairs in the stairwells, they don't have to be captured down here now. So we get rid of 20 doors down here, and we might have then the rest of the doors coming down to this area, but we've got the rest of the doors upstairs. Just for ground floor, there's lots of drawings that cover lots of basement levels. Read switches. So if we're using integrity, remember we've got 16, the ability to have 16 read switches running back to, I can't count them, but so if they're doors with just read switches, then, and as long as there's no more than 16, they can be held on the integrity panel. So we don't need an expander for those. If there's more than 16 doors that just have monitoring, so just read switches, then we will need an expander as well. Okay, ground level. Go here. Nothing. So I'm just trying to figure out where the entry to the garage is. This one's got a lot of detail in it, guys, so don't stress too much that you've got a lot to work on. This has got a lot going on, and as these get a little bit tougher, we'll probably see the same thing. That's no concern from my end. As long as you're having a go, like I said the other day, that's completely fine, and we're not having to cover off the same things too many times, then there's no issues from my end. So please don't feel like there's any real issue with having to do a couple of revisions on takeoffs like this. Now it doesn't look like there is a car park, so that's that's fine. So there's no issues. I'll just go up through all the drawings just to make sure I've captured everything. Being that this is like level 12, we'd probably take any of the doors that are in the stairwells back to the level 9. So if there's 2 doors, then we'd probably get rid of that and make that a 4-door controller. So we'll take these doors back there as well. It just makes sense. Let's see if there's any other levels as well. Level 13. Okay, so 12 to 14 is going to come up to here. So we've got 2 doors on level 12, 2 doors on level 13, and 2 doors by the looks of it on level 14. We've also got level 15. Okay, this is a roofing plant, so there's another 2 doors. I'll just go to the next just in case. Right back down to the basement. Yep. Okay, so we're going to take level 15, so 2 doors. Two doors, so that's 4 doors. Six doors. And level 12 is 8 doors. And they're all going to go in level 13. So it says 12 to 14. We're going to take the roof level as well. So we're going to have 2 4-door controllers in here. So I hope that makes sense as to how I calculated that. And that looks like we've got everything covered now. So a little bit of work to do on this one. But as I said, yeah, just keep having a go. Really appreciate your assistance.